today we have a Stihl Hedge Trimmer. So it has the shaft on it. Motor runs. This is a Stihl HL. I can't tell the rest of it. It's a pretty decent one though. Apparently the blades are seized and they don't want to run. So there's a couple things I'm thinking about. The clutch is going bad. Nothing's sending any motion down. They're seized, which we're going to try a little WD-40 on. Maybe something in here is it has to convert these motions. So maybe there's something ground down and it's just not making good connection. But let's find out. Let's turn it on. Soaked in a little bit. I don't think they're seized. Let's grab something, see if we can't move them. Yeah, they're not seized. They move with just a screwdriver. Okay. Well, at least they're lubricated now. Let me just start next. You know what? I've had something like this not that long ago. Stihls have an exhaust port over here, usually. No, this is an older one, so I wouldn't. Sometimes the little screen in there, the arrestor, will get clogged and it won't actually let the motor rev up. Okay, so on the side right here, there's two bolts. Right there and there. This slides onto the shaft. This transfers the motion into the blades. What we're trying to see is if this is spinning, because there's no point of taking the engine apart if that's not even spinning. There's zero load on it. So if I can go ahead and grab that, give it a pull and see what happens. So there is some type of hang up in the clutch. Whether it's just stuck, it's just completely broken, worn out. I'm assuming it's probably either stuck or broken, because if it's worn out, it should be moving somewhat. Let's go ahead and take this off. Should be one more. There's always one more. There we go. What are we missing here? Oh, hand was covering it. That might come off. Nothing else. Oh, the top. There we go. The orange cover is holding it on. And now this is holding it on. I'm going to take off the cover too. Most likely have to pull that off. Now beware, it is probably hot. Okay, and there we have it. That's the clutch drum. Will spin. Spinning. This obviously spins because the motor's still good. It doesn't look broken. But this should be transferring motion on the other end, I believe. And it's not. Is this just broken? So this is not supposed to happen like that. Did it just fall out? It could just have fallen out. I don't think so. Maybe the drum is stripped and it just comes right out. Oh, there it goes. I see movement. Ha! Oh, well, look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but that'd be moving. It's always a shame when it slips out. Okay. Let's see if we can eloquently put this back in. There's a joke somewhere in there. I need to get some hand cleaner real quick. I'm going to wash my hands so I don't get everything white, black, and be right back. Okay, kind of clean. Let's go ahead and put this on. This is never easy. There's guide pins that need to slide in. Okay, I think we're good on that. Let's put some screws in. Which ones were they? Was it this one? Oh, it's these. Okay. It's the long ones. For you, it was only a couple minutes ago. For me, it was probably a good half an hour ago. Okay, don't want to break it. And we have this one. That one's on throughout the other side. Then we have the cover. The hardest part about the cover is making sure this is all lined up and the spark plug boot actually goes through. Stihl, as much as I love them, don't necessarily make it easy to work on their machines. I need to put these bolts in after the cover. Okay. Well, at least I have the bottom one. Hold it in place. Okay. What are we stuck on here? There we go. There we are. Nope, not that way. There's that one. There's that one. Spark plug boot is still good to go. And we have side cover, or the main cover. So, I don't understand how it fell out, to be honest. I'm thinking it just wasn't pressed in there all the way it should have been, and it just slipped out. We'll find out here shortly. I think it's good in there. There we go. Okay. Live moment of truth. Turn it on. Probably doesn't need shades. Oh, okay. Did it just not go in? Let's find out. Definitely grease. That's good. Okay, I think I just didn't put it in, or maybe, let's see about this head. Is it wallered out? No, not really. It looks pretty decent. Well, let's try it again. Probably should put the handle on. There we go. I felt something happen there. So it brings up a point. You can actually buy a Stihl weed eater like this and just buy the head. You don't actually have to buy the machine, because these heads are basically interchangeable from a weed eater, and same thing with the extensions. Pro tip, save money, just buy the heads. So the more and more I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking there's something wrong with the head. Let's see here. Which would be unfortunate. Well, this came out again. I'll worry about that later. Do I have something square I can shove in there? Let me do a little looking, I'll be right back. So, backing up, you can, behind here, let's do it this way, is a, like a little controller. There's like a little rotator that pushes each one of these blades. There's a top one and a bottom one for each blade. If there was something wrong, you would just take these off, but I don't think it's that, because I can move that, and well, let me rephrase that. I don't want it to be that, because inside there's all kinds of these little ball bearings. So, but what I did notice when I took this out, when I looked inside there, the little cap that's meant to guide the rod on the to keep it straight was in here. that shouldn't be. So I shoved it back in. I put this back on, tightened it back up, and let's see if that had anything to do with it. If not, we're going to have to open that up. Okay. Cross everyone's fingers. Works, but kind of works. Did that just fall out again? Let's find out. Don't want to drop the head unit. There we go. Move the handle out of the way. No, not really. Let's spin it. There's something in there. Kind of looks like a seal. Yeah, the seal doesn't look the healthiest. But can I shove this square bit in there and get it to turn? It's turning, but nothing's happening. The unfortunate part is you can't really open this up. I mean, maybe right there. Let me take a look. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the unfortunate part about this. Took that little plate off that I was looking at. It's not a plate. It is a part of a bearing. If you look in there, you're going to see a bunch of ball bearings. That means they exploded. I looked on the internet, tried to figure out what exactly the parts were, and there's two bearings and another part, delivery man, another part that has to go with it. They sell it in a little kit, and that alone is about $90. And I don't know how much these are brand new, but considering a new one, 100, 150 bucks, 200, it would just be a better idea than having a rebuilt one that has worn blades and everything. So I'm going to have to call the guy and let him know and have him pick it up. Okay, well, can't save them all. But definitely like, subscribe, and keep on watching. Have a good day.